Okay, let me share the screen.
Okay.
Share. Okay, and then let me go to my presentation. Okay, so first of all, okay, when we talk about Linux, okay, what is Linux? It is operating system. Okay, so it is operating system. Okay, OS, right? So you know OS, okay, like we have Windows and we have Linux. Okay, so just a moment, let me go to home and reduce the font size to 48. Okay, so Linux operating system. Okay, so Linux is an operating system. Okay, it was I think created by somebody called Linus, Linus. Okay, let me check his name. I think Linus Torvalds. Okay, his name is here somewhere. Here I have. Yeah, Linus Torvalds. Okay, so he's the guy who created Linux. Okay, how we call it Linux also, and Linux have different flavors. Okay, different types of flavors. Like for Windows, it's always Windows. Okay, so for Mac, it is always Mac. But for Linux, you have a lot of safe flavors. Okay, they can be like CentOS, they can be Ubuntu, they can be Debian. Okay, Fedora. There are so many your Linux flavors. Okay, so out of them, the most important one and the most used one is RHEL. Okay, Red Hat Enterprise Linux. Okay, this is there. Actually, Linux is free. Okay, so this is Red Hat Enterprise Linux. You got OEL, that is Oracle Enterprise Linux. Okay, so there are different types of Linux operating system, but they use the same commands. Okay, most of the commands for operating is same. Okay, some of the commands related to file system. Okay, so let me go to my Linux system. Let me do something, change settings, appearance, no, sorry, colors. I'll go to foreground. My foreground, I'll make it black. Okay, and my background, I'll make it white so that you can see. Okay, and as well as I'll change the my font size also. Change. I'll make it 12. Okay, and I'll make it bold. Okay, apply. So you can see better now.
Yeah.
Okay. CLEAR is to clear your Linux in your Linux system. Clear your command prompt. Okay. So now I'm in the, this is called the command prompt. Okay, so as soon as you log into your system, okay, actually when you try to log into your system, okay, how it happens is, okay, it will ask you for username. Log in as, this is the username. Okay, so you can give a username here. Okay, once you give the username, it will ask for the password. Okay, so you need to give the password. Then you'll go to the command prompt. Okay, so this is my command prompt. Okay, so this is how you log in. So to log in, what you'll need a user ID and password. Okay, so I've logged in with my user ID and password. How to create a user and how to create a user, I'll show that to you in a few, say few minutes. But first now, file system. Okay, here we talked about file system. Okay, so file system means like you got C drive, D drive in your Windows system. Okay. Similarly, in Linux also you have something called C drive, D drive, like that. But it is not called C drive and D drive. They are called file system. So to see the file system, you do df minus h. Okay. So when you do df minus h, it will show you all the file systems. See. Okay. This is the heading, file system. Okay. Actually, we are not bothered about this. Okay. We are more importantly bothered on this. Every system will have a root file system. Okay. And then you can all these file systems are created when you install the OS. Okay, during installation. So all these are file systems. Okay. So how many file systems you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 16 file systems here in this system. You can have as many as you want. Okay. As many as you require, you create the file system. So how to create the file system, we'll come to that later. But now what we should know is, okay, every user, I showed you earlier, right? Root user. This is also root user. Who am I? If I say who am I, it will tell me what user I am logged in as. Okay. Root. Even you can say ID. Okay. So you are root. Okay. Your GID is root and your group is also root. Okay. But we just need this root. We just need to know we are root. Okay. Who am I? Even you can say who am I? Okay. It should work. Okay. See, it is showing root. Okay. So let me add those commands here in the presentation. Who am I? Okay. Who am I? Another was ID. Okay. Actually, this is all small letter. Be careful. Linux is case sensitive. Okay. It is case sensitive. Case sensitive means you have to write in small letters. Okay. Normally, you cannot say like this. Who am I? You cannot say. But in Windows, you can say that. Windows is not case sensitive. Okay. So df minus h will give the file system information. Okay. So these are my file systems here. Okay. Now, if you want to go to this file system, okay, or this file system, or this file system, or this file system, how you go? You go by saying cd and then the file system name. Okay. Okay. So let's go to this one. File log. Okay. Now, if you do pwd, it gives you the current working directory. Okay. That means where you are now. After you did cd here, you are in this location now, var log. So it should show var log. Okay. pwd. See. Okay. pwd. Now you want to know the file system information of this. Okay. So you are there now, pwd, right? So you can just say df minus h dot. Okay. Dot means only current directory. So the information df minus h is file system, but current file system only, wherever you are located. Okay. See here. So you are in var log. Okay. This is the file system name. This is the logical volume. So what is logical volume? I'll tell you later on. But just now you just think that df minus h dot gives you the file system information of the current working directory, which is your pwd. Okay. Okay. Now, so what does it mean? This file system can accommodate how much? Size is how much? 2 GB. How much is used? 56 MB and available is 1.8 GB. Okay, so now if you do ls minus ltr, you already know ls minus ltr, right? It gives you the listing of all the files in the current directory you are in this directory. Okay, so under this directory, see, these are the files, okay, that are present under this directory. Under which directory? This directory. Okay, when you do pwd, and here when you do ls minus ltr, okay, and you do ls minus ltr /var/log, okay, is one and the same thing. Okay, fine. Now when you see these file systems here, okay, when it is starting with D, okay, it means it is a directory. What does it mean? It is a directory. Okay, directory is logical container of files. Okay, it is like a container. But if there is no D, it is a file. Okay, what is it? It is a file. Okay, when there is a D, it is a directory. Okay, when there is no D, it is just a file. So this is a file, this is a file, but this RHSM, this is a directory. This audit is a directory. Okay, so how to differentiate directory and files? Okay, now let's go to our presentation. Okay, in the presentation we did ls minus ltr. Okay, now ls minus ltrs and ls minus ltra. Okay, now see this file. Okay, what is the size? Do you know from here? No. Okay, this one, do you know? You don't know. Okay, so ls minus ltrh, if you do that, actually by default this is bytes, this many bytes. Okay, now if you want to know in GB and megabytes, you have to put H. Okay, so the H will tell you whether how many gigabytes or how many megabytes. Let's see. See, now you can see 189 kilobytes, 13K kilobytes, 1.8 MB. Okay, you can see there, right? 6.9 MB. Okay, and this is 182 GB, this file. Okay, so now you can see, so ls minus ltrh will give the information in your in gigabytes or in megabytes. Okay, if it is in gigabyte, it will show in gigabyte. If it is in megabyte, it will show megabyte. If it is in kilobyte, it will show kilobyte. Okay, so megabytes, kilobytes, and gigabytes. Okay, now suppose ls minus ltra. Okay, so what does ls minus ltra do? Okay, let me show you here. Okay, there is nothing to show here. See, if you do cd tilde, okay, you know this symbol tilde. It is just above, just beside one and the above one, the first and this one tilde. What tilde means is take to your home directory. Okay, the user that you are logged in, take to its home directory. So what is home directory? I'll show you in a few minutes, but now cd slash. Now if I do pwd, I'll be in my home directory. So my home directory is /root. Okay, so I am root, sorry. Okay, I am root and my home directory is /root. Okay, now if I do ls minus ltr here, I can see there are some files. Okay, now if I do ls minus ltr a, okay, a means if there are any hidden files, show me those files also, files and folders. See, This is one of the, this is a directory. See, you can see D directory, hidden directory. See, .git config. Okay, what is this? This is a file. Okay, if I do just ls minus ltr, it will not show. This will not show. This will also not show. This will also not show because they are hidden. Okay, this will also not show. See, is it showing? No. See here. No, right? So ls minus ltr a means show hidden files also. Okay, so this is one of the hidden files. See, it has this information in the git config. Similarly, you can check this. This is a directory. Okay, similarly you can check this. Actually, this one we had already done. We had already seen .ssh while doing our that. You remember in git bash. In git bash we had done id rsa-keygen. Okay, so during that time this folder was created. Okay, so so how do you understand ls minus ltra? Okay, ls minus ltra, I'll just write it down here. Okay, displays hidden files and folders. Okay, later I'll show you how to create hidden files in this hidden files. Now up to here, where have we done? Okay, we have done that. Now let's check these three things. Okay, so cat. Okay, cat dot git config. Okay, cat means just to display. Okay, cat means display. Okay, next is more. We just did more. You can say more, but git config. Okay, it's the same. And there was one more, touch. Okay, touch. Many times you need to use touch, touch. Okay, touch means just create the file a.txt. Okay, without putting anything inside it. Okay, now if we do ls minus ltr, you will see file a.txt is there. See? Okay. Now, so touch, after touch, you did this. Okay, all this. Okay. Okay, this one is, okay, what this will do is display the content of the file. Okay, display the content of the file, and this one is display the content of the file one page at a time. Okay, so only one page at a time. If you have a huge file, okay, if you do more file name, it will first display one page, then you again press space bar, it will show another page. Okay, because the page will not, the output may not fit your screen. Okay, but cat will not do that. Cat will go on displaying, it will go on displaying and displaying. Okay, it will never stop, it will go to the end of the file and stop. I'll show you right now, right away. So if you go to /r/log, you will see a file called messages. Okay, but if you say cat messages, okay, see, it doesn't stop, it goes on. You can see. Okay, now I'm canceling it. So now if we go more instead of cat, okay, more. See, it is showing one page and is stopping. Can see it?
Yeah.
Now press space bar, another page, space bar. If you press enter, it will show another line, next line, next line. With enter is next line, space bar is another page. Okay, see? So it will show page by page. Okay, more and cat. So more, a cat will go on displaying, and more will do one page at a time. Touch, okay. This, what does it do? Creates an empty file. Okay, touch. Okay, so let me save it. Okay, now, okay, if you can see here permissions. Okay, permissions, I'll get back to you on user group and other, but now just think that, okay, in a file or a folder, okay, file is something which has some content, and folder is just a logical container. It's a container, and inside a folder you have files. Okay, now user group and other, okay, these are something we need to know. A user always belongs to a group. Okay, so when you create a user, you put it inside a group, otherwise it will have a default group as the username. Okay, I'll show that to you later, but now just remember, user will belong to a group. Okay, other means people who are not in your group. Okay, normally what you have is, suppose you have development group, production group. If you are a member of development group, you may not be member of production group. So at that time, when if you want for you, the member of production group is what? Other. Okay, so anybody not in your group are called others. Okay, so a file, if you see a file here, EWD. Okay, now I'll go to, okay, so if I see this here, okay, this person, okay, this person, okay, this person is called what? Permissions. What are they called? Permissions. Okay, the first three permissions are your permission. Okay, let me do it here. Okay, first three permissions is owner's permission. Okay, owner permission. Okay, now next three are permissions is group. Okay, Control C. Then last three permissions are for others. Okay, so when you see here, this first three permissions, okay, here RWX, okay, is for you. Okay, got it? Sarah? Hello?
Yes.
Sarah, you there? Yeah.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, the first three permissions are for whom? For you. Okay, for the owner. And this next three permissions are for the group you belong to. And last three permissions are for others. Okay, that are not in your group. Okay, so
That means here, okay, RWX. I'll just write the meaning of RWX. Right here. Okay.